As Batman is now 84 years old, I thought it was about time that I read the issue of Detective Comics that featured his first ever appearance. Detective Comics issue 27. I have read certain panels from this comic and I know pretty much what happens in it, but because the comic is so old, I've never actually sat down and gone through it. There were a few surprises in there to be sure. So now, using my DC Universe Infinite app, I went through the comic and have summarized and reviewed it here. Hopefully you enjoy. So the issue begins with Commissioner Gordon chilling and smoking with his buddy Bruce Wayne. They're having a catch-up and Bruce asks if there's anything exciting going on. Gordon briefly mentions the Batman, but before he gets into it, he receives a call informing him about a murder. He has to rush to the scene of the crime, but asks his mate Bruce if he'd like to come along. Sounds like official police protocol to me. Bring your friend to crime scene day. Anyway, they seem to think that the victim's son was the murderer, but after questioning him, he tells them he's not. Because of, reasons. So they just believe him. Gordon then gets another call from an old business partner of the victim called Stephen Crane, explaining he has also received an anonymous threat to his life and is worried that he will be next. The commissioner says he is on his way, and at this point, Bruce is like, well, I best be off home. Unfortunately, before the commissioner arrives at the house of Stephen Crane, he is shot dead by a burglar who seemingly got in and back out again through the window. He also stole some sort of paper from the house. As he joins a buddy on the roof, there is a figure stood in their way. It's none other than the Batman. Featuring the classic black on grey suit, the best version of the suit in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the all black. And also, don't hate me, but not a huge fan of the black and yellow logo. Plain black on grey is the best. Anyway, he swiftly takes out the crooks and takes the paper back. Gordon arrives at the scene, discovers that another two people had received threats, so hurries to the home of the next. Batman reads the paper and a grim smile appears on his face. Not entirely sure why, if I'm honest, it doesn't seem like a very Batman thing to do. Anyway, he zooms off in his, red bat car? Not really sure I can call this a Batmobile. One of the other potential victims, named Rogers, arrives at the house of the other that received a threat, Stryker. But before he gets too far, Stryker's assistant knocks him out, ties him up, and puts him in a gas chamber. But just in time, the Batman arrives and breaks it, freeing Rogers. Just as Stryker's assistant, Jennings, pulls out a gun to shoot Batman, he is taken down by a big double leg. Batman then mounts him, while trapping his arm, I might add. Good jiu-jitsu skills there, Bats. And he absolutely pummels him. And straight after, Stryker enters the room and asks what happens. When Rogers tells him that the assistant had tried to kill him, Stryker pulls out a knife and tries to finish the job. What a twist. Once again, Batman is able to remove the knife from the attacker and ends the threat. Stryker tries to break free from Batman's grips, so Batman punches him and he falls through the railings and into a tank of acid, killing him. So there we go, Batman was a killer in his first ever appearance. The issue then ends with Bruce back at Commissioner Gordon's house, again smoking a pipe. After he leaves, Gordon thinks about how boring Bruce's life must be. Then on the next two panels, we get a huge reveal. A huge twist. Bruce Wayne is actually, wait for it, the Batman. What a twist. Who saw that coming? I certainly didn't. Well, there we have it, guys. Obviously, the twists and reveals are not so exciting to us now, but they may have been pretty cool over 80 years ago. Well, it definitely was pretty cool, otherwise Batman wouldn't have become the most popular superhero ever. Overall, this issue kind of made me laugh. The red Batcar, the Batman murderer, Batman smoking constantly. It's all kind of ridiculous to think of the Dark Knight doing or having those things now, but it's also amazing to see how the character has changed and adapted with the times over the years. And despite the clear difference in artistic quality between these panels and what we get today, I actually really love the bright, vibrant color contrasts. They really pop, and the original Batman design is just amazing. I love it. If you guys have never read this story before, what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. And even if you are super familiar with this issue, I hope you enjoyed recapping it with me today. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to return to the Batcave for more Bat content.